Hello everybody, welcome back to another video, and first of all I want to apologise for the lack of uploading for the last few days, because I have had a really busy schedule ever since the last two streams, and I didn't have time to upload or edit or make any videos. But even though I'm back with another video, and it's going to be one of these type of videos again, and just excuse the hair because I've just come out the shower and it's technically turned out like this, so so I can't do anything about it. So anyways, let's get into the video. So if you've watched my last few videos or certain amount of streams, you probably noticed there was something on my arm. I'll even put it closer to the mic. Yes, I have finally got myself my very first tattoo of two feathers, and we're going to talk about, you know, how it went and how what the pain was like and all that, and even give people advice on if they're going to get a tattoo for their first time and what you should do and all that sort of thing. So anyways, let's jump right into it. So obviously, as growing up, I've always said to myself, when I grew up I want to get tattoos when I'm older and all that, as a kid growing up, because obviously as a kid growing up I always begged my mum to get me like those temporary tattoos that only last for like a week or so, you know, when you think of like temporary tattoos like Pokemon or whatever, like a temporary dragon, and everyone as a kid would probably have had any of them tattoos. But yeah, but obviously most of my family members have all got tattoos, really, apart from my sister and one of my brothers. So I thought to myself, I'll join the family tattoo family, let's say. So yeah, I thought I'd get one because obviously I don't want to be just full of just skin. I want like art of ink on my body. So technically this whole arm is going to become a sleeve soon, which is probably going to take me like God knows how long anyway. So, but obviously in future I'll be getting more. So as once you get a tattoo, then you obviously want more, and I'm not even joking, that does happen a lot. I need to start looking at the camera up there, honestly. So obviously before you get your tattoo, I'm sure everyone knows by now, like, you either phone up your tattoo parlour or you book it on, or you tell them on Facebook and all that to book in your tattoo picture and all that. For me, I went on Facebook and found the tattoo place that my mum and dad went to when they got their tattoos done, and technically I thought I'd go to that one at least anyway. But even though before I did went to that one, I did try and go to one. I did spoke to the woman on the first one, and I'm not going to say any of the names because I don't want, you know, there's probably people who like going to that tattoo place and all that. But from my experience, I'd spoken to the person on the Facebook thing about you know, what I need to do when getting a tattoo or something. Obviously I found the picture of the feathers that I wanted and even showed them what I wanted and how long will it take to get done. So, and then I says, you know, ain't it best to walk in and so they can talk to me more detail, because I think they said that if you come in and we'll explain it in more detail when you arrive and all that. But even though I said, but then I said, do I need to book in or something? They said, nah, you don't need to book in, you could just walk in. So on that day, I went there, I walked in casually, and then the guy was like, how can I help you? I was like, yeah, I'm just here to get my tattoo done, and technically says what am I looking for, and then says that you need to do a booking. So I was like, hold on, I've just been told I could just walk in on Facebook. And then it was his stepdaughter that was doing all the talking. So then afterwards, he was just telling me that you need to book in for like that sort of tattoo, and then because names are just walk-ins and all that. So I was just like, yeah, that's fine. I'll see you anyway. Have a good day and that. But even though I was still a bit mad because obviously they lied to me about the booking and all that, which is stupid and all that. So then I went to the one that my mum and dad went to get their tattoos done, and honestly it was way better when I went there. But we're going to talk about that anyway. So obviously what I did was I showed them my tattoo, what I wanted, and I says I want to book in to get that tattoo, and then they said they'll book me in on that certain day, and then for like, I think it was like 1 o'clock I had it booked for. And so then I was like, yep, can't wait for one. So I went there. So as I arrived there, when you walk in, obviously it will smell a bit inky because obviously tattoos are honestly going to be made of ink, aren't they? When you get them done and all that. So honestly, it did smell a bit of ink, which I can't really complain about it too much because I'm sure there are some random smells that people love, where it's like petrol or fresh books and all that. I mean, for me, it's petrol 100%, but we're talking about tattoos in this video, so not petrol. So yeah, as I got there, there's obviously you are going to expect people have like so many tattoos and all that, whether it's like just everywhere or something. Because obviously it's a tattoo parlor, so if people have had tattoos and all that, then they're gonna be good. They're gonna be good artists, aren't they? So yeah, after that, the person who done my tattoo had like 2 sleeves on his arm. He had his neck tattoo done and that. I think he had one on his eyebrow as well. I think. Can't remember, but technically he had so many tattoos around his neck and he had 2 sleeves and all that. And he was a nice person. He was a nice person. He welcomed me and sat me down on the chair and all that, asking me is it my first time getting a tattoo? So I was honest with him. I said, yeah, it's my first time getting one, and I was like, let's get it over with. So after he sat me down, now the first thing they do now, so this is now where they start preparing for your drawing on whether you're getting your tattoo, whether it's on your arm or your chest, your back or leg, wherever you want it basically. So technically what they do first is they print out like, I think it's like it's kind of like, it's actually the image of your tattoo that you want, but it's in like purple lines. So let's say, honestly, around the outline of the tattoo, let's say. So obviously these feathers, just think of the outline of it, like the outside of it. Just the outside of it will probably be in purple. So what they do then, so think about the temporary tattoos that I said earlier. So what they did was placed it on my arm, and then obviously they got some water and then just placed it on the arm, and then they peeled it off. And then after that, this is where the pain comes in. Now obviously I thought to myself, here we go, here comes, I thought I was going to be like, ow, 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 but honestly, in my mind, what they do now is obviously they've got your picture, and then they obviously will get like the needle and get the ink in, and then what they do then, they'll start drawing around it. This is where they start drawing. So honestly, the purple lining on your tattoo, that's when they start drawing it. Now, at the start, it did hurt. It did hurt at the start, and in my mind, I was like, ow. My mind said it. I didn't say it, my mind was saying it. But as the drawing was going on, like, or shall I say carrying on, I started to think, hold on, I'm actually getting used to it. It's not even that bad. Oh yeah, obviously it hurts, but for some reason, I love the pain of it. For some reason, it was so satisfying. So technically, it's a pain that you'll easily get used to. Basically, you'll get used to it. You'll probably think to yourself, "Oh my god, they hurt so much at the start," but as it goes on, you just get used to it. So technically, my tattoo took like I think it was like an hour and 10 minutes. The person said before, as I got it done for the first time. So technically, they were still drawing it around like where the purple lines was and all that. So honestly, they did the drawing bit first, and to get that out the way. So as they're drawing it, obviously you can say stuff like, you know, can I have just like a little minute break and all that, and they'll obviously will just give you a minute break just to relax and all that and all that. But as they're drawing the tattoo, I don't know what they use. I think it's definitely like they get like some bit of tissue or paper towel or something, and then they dip it in like cold water, and then they just gently rub on your tattoo as they're after drawing on it or something, just to kind of ease off the pain a bit and all that, especially in the cold water, which is obviously a nice feeling, because obviously when you think about like getting a sore or pain that you're going through or anything, you want something like nice and cold to like ease it off a bit. And honestly, dipping some tissue in some water and technically just rubbing it on your arm just to ease the pain off, and it's good, really. It's really good. So I can't remember how long exactly the drawing was, because I think the drawing was just like I think it was like 30 minutes, I think, the drawing took, just to draw, like, the lines of it and that. And then after they draw the whole lining on it, and then the shading start coming in. Like, honestly, as obviously my tattoo's got, like, fully bit of shading and all that. For some reason, it looks, like, very inky comparing on the camera comparing to when I actually look. But yeah, technically, for some reason, the shading wasn't that bad than the drawing. Because honestly, so just imagine, like, colouring a picture in, basically. Just imagine that. So technically, then the person was just shading in the feathers and all that with the ink and all that, and it just wasn't really that bad. I think that also took like another half hour as well. Even though I said an hour and 10, but I think it was like but it could have been 40 minutes. I don't exactly remember, but I could guarantee it was definitely an hour. So yeah, as they were shading in, they obviously would like get the cold water and just dip some paper towel in and just gently rub again to stop the sores and all that, ease off the pain a bit and all that. After that half an hour, he said it was done, and he says, you know what, for your first time, you've actually done well. And I was really happy as well. And then what they do after they've drawn your tattoo, then they put some cling film around it or something to cover it to, and then obviously you got to keep it dry for the next 3 days or something until you can actually peel it off. But technically after 3 days though, then what you want to do then is then you want to gently, as you're in the shower or something, as the water's on the thingy, you can just peel the plastic thing off. Now just be advised, even after you've had your tattoo done and they put the cling film thing round it, obviously you got to keep it dry and that, but you can still have your shower or your bath, whatever you use to, just long as you keep that dry, then honestly, camera, then obviously it'll be alright then. So technically for me, I just thought the bath was just more easier, but just holding my arm out, although my wrist did kind of hurt because for the last 3 days I think I was like in the bath just like that with my wrist out and all that, because I didn't want any water on it, as I needed to keep it dry and that. But even though my wrist did hurt, and I should have stuck to the shower thing just with my arm out and all that. But yeah, after 3 days you can take it off, and then obviously if it does start getting sore and all that, then I think I've got it here somewhere. And then afterwards, if it starts getting a bit scabby or something, then you put some of this stuff on. This is not sponsored, by the way, so just before you ask. But yeah, this is technically like nappy cream, or I don't know, or whatever you call it, and then you just put some of it on, and then just gently dab on your tattoo to stop the scabbing and all that, and just do little rubbings and all that, and then hopefully by then it will start to heal and all that. So pretty much it was actually decent. It was really good, and obviously I'm going to get more in the future. I'm going to get this arm into a sleeve and all that, probably like a spaced out sleeve or something like that. But even though, you'll see in the future. So like I said, hopefully you'll understand the the points that I've given out, and if you're going to get like your tattoo or something for your first time, and hopefully this video probably helped you and all that, and hopefully you won't feel scared. So yeah, anyways though, that's it for this video, and also let me know down in the comments if you've had tattoos, and let me know your story of your tattoo pain order, because I know there are certain people who watch me have definitely got tattoos and all that, who've got like sleeves or big back tattoos and all that. But even though, let me know down in the comments if you got tattoos or how many of you got, and tell me your story and all that, because I would love to hear from you lot. I would love to hear from you lot indeed. But anyways, that's it for this video. Thank you lot for watching, and I shall see you lot in the next one. Take care.